Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you meal prep for creamy chicken Philly bowls. These came out to 5 points on my WW Green. Stick around and I will show you how to make them. To start this off, I'm going to be chopping up my veggies. So here I have 2 large green bell peppers and then 1 medium to large yellow onion. With the bell peppers, I am going to be gutting those out, getting the stems and that little white piece out. And then with the onion, I'm just going to split it in half and chop it lengthwise as well. And then I always have like a plastic bag or something else next to me. That way it's easier and I don't have seeds all over my counter. Then in a large pan over medium-high heat, I'm going to be cooking down those veggies. So I'm going to be giving my pan a nice spray of nonstick cooking spray. And then I will be adding all of my onions and all of my green bell peppers. These are going to go on the stove for probably, I would say I did mine for like 10-15 minutes until those onions are nice and sauteed and the green bell peppers aren't too crunchy, but we aren't going to cook them until they are too soft to where they're mushy because this is for meal prep. While I have my veggies going on the stove, I'm going to start cutting up my chicken now. Here I am using Kirkland's Chicken Breast. This one is great. It's really low in points. And yes, chicken breast is different. Make sure you scan the brand of the one that you're using. So here I'm going to be chopping up about 3 large chicken breasts. There's 2 in this package and then I have another one too. I'm going to be chopping these up into thin slices, kind of like you would with a Philly cheesesteak in a sense. And I already cut up my green onion, that's why there's some on the knife. But I'm going to be chopping these up nice and thin, and then I will be weighing it out until I reach 1.5 pounds, which I will be using for this recipe. My veggies look so good. So these are going to be taken off the stove, and then in that same pan, I am going to be placing my chicken in there. So these are just going to go on a plate to cool off. Now to get started on the chicken, like I said, I'm using that same pan, less dishes, better for me. I'm giving that a nice spray of some nonstick cooking spray. I'm adding that whole 1.5 pounds of chicken. I'm going to be cooking this on medium heat. I don't want to dry my chicken out just because these are really thin slices. So these are going to go for about 5 minutes until the chicken is no longer pink. So my chicken is about halfway done cooking. I'm going to be adding my seasonings now. I am doing just a bit of pepper, some onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of salt. I'm also going to be adding about a tablespoon of this minced garlic. I love garlic that's already chopped up. You can do fresh garlic though if that is what you please. And to that garlic and the chicken and everything else, I'm going to be adding 1 chicken bouillon cube. I really wanted this packed with flavor, so I'm adding that to the mixture while the chicken is still cooking. And here I have some Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to be adding about a teaspoon of this to that mixture. The last thing going in my chicken mixture will be 54 grams of Great Values fat-free cream cheese. This will be that creamy factor in this recipe. And the chicken is already done cooking, so I'm just going to cook this until that cream cheese is nice and melted throughout this chicken. In a separate pan, I am getting started on my rice. I am doing 12 ounces of frozen cauliflower rice. They have these cute little bags at Trader Joe's that I have been loving. And then I'm also adding 8.5 ounces of the Siege of Change organic brown basmati rice. And I love those packages. You can usually just throw them in the microwave. And to the rice, I am just going to be adding a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder. And because I want that rice to be nice and flavorful too, I'm also going to be adding a chicken bouillon cube. Here is what the chicken is looking like. It is creamy, it looks delicious and ready to go. It is packed with so much flavor too. I had a bite of it and I could just eat this by itself. For my rice, I am just going to break this down. I will be adding that garlic and onion powder, but for now, I want that chicken bouillon cube nice and incorporated. Now to get started on the assembly for the meal prep containers, I am taking 3/4 of a cup. I should have done it like right under because I had to take some out of the others, but I'm taking that cauliflower rice and brown rice mixture and adding it to each one. I'm going to be adding 1/4 of those bell peppers and onions to each meal prep container. Now I'm adding my chicken. I will be placing 1/4 of this into each meal prep container as well. I just placed this in the middle. You could always place this on top of the veggies or wherever you want, but this is just where I chose to do it. To the tops of each bowl, I am placing 28 grams of Kraft's fat-free mozzarella. I'm going to be finishing these up by topping them with a sprinkle of scallions, some white sesame seeds, and some pepper. All 3 of those are just optional toppings. I thought it would make it look a little pretty, and I love that scallion bite that you kind of get. And that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.